Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitabugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today I am excited to announce the only feature of Club Quitabug for the month of July. I am spotlighting the Daisy Lane bundle. I'm so excited about this bundle and this cute little medium daisy punch. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. I'm going to give you all the details about Club Quitabug, and I'm going to share with you the free card kit that I've designed to go along with this stamp set and punch. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so in addition to the Daisy Lane bundle, I'll also be using the Daisy punch as well. So this one carried over from our previous catalog, but it pairs with this bundle. So I'll be using this as well, and I'll go ahead and I will insert a quick graphic for you guys that shows you the full supply list of what I'll be using for my Daisy Lane card kit. So if you are interested in recreating the cards and the projects exactly as I have, you can get that supply list and just take a quick screenshot. And I also do have the supply list in the video description with clickable links, and it's also over on today's blog post, which is linked down below as well. So remember, all you have to do to receive your free Club Quitabug Daisy Lane project kit or card kit as a gift in the mail from me is simply place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. You can find links to my online store just below in the video description. And remember, you don't have to purchase any specific product when you place your $40 order. You can purchase whatever you would like. And just be sure to use the host code. I've got it somewhere here on the screen. Using that code just lets me know that you're wanting to receive this free card kit, and it's also the way that I'm able to purchase all of the cardstock and ribbon, designer paper, all of those things to include in the kit. Just don't use that code if your order is $150 or greater, because you'll still qualify to receive the kit and you will earn Stampin' rewards. And don't forget, during the month of July, every $50 you spend, you earn a $5 bonus days coupon that you can redeem next month in August. So you might as well bump your $40 order up to $50 so that you not only get this free kit in the mail from me, but you also get a $5 bonus days coupon sent to your email from Stampin' Up! Okay, so I am so excited about this kit because I'm featuring the new in colors. This was my first time to use the in colors and the new ones, and I'm really excited about it. And then don't forget, when you receive your card kits in the mail from me, they come nicely packaged, and then there's also a PDF included that has a color photo of each of the projects as well as all of the measurements included on that PDF, and envelopes. So we are going to make 3 cards and 1 3D project in this kit. I'm so excited. So here is the first card. So it says friend. I love this card. So I paired the Daisy Lane stamp set, like I said, with the new in colors and also with the Woven Threads Designer Series paper, which features all of the new in colors. Here is the second card. So this one says, the best moments in my life happen with you. Love this. And these colors work so well with natural embellishments. So like the burlap ribbon, it just looks so nice having that natural, I don't know how to describe it, twiny look in there with these colors. And then here is the third card. I love this one. I love these colors together. It says, it's your time to shine. So cute. I love these faceted in color dots. Really nice. And then the fourth project here is this cute little pizza box. It says smile, perfect to put a piece of jewelry in, or a treat, or some mini cards. You could make some mini cards to put in there. You put a lot of different things in here. So perfect little gift box to give. And it's great because you have 3 cards that you could pair with it to make a full little gift. Okay, so I've got my pieces here for the first card. Now we're not going to be using the Purple Posy ink because that ink is still having the quality control issues, so it's not available, but we are going to be using the other 4 ink colors, the ink pads. So I'm going to bring in some scratch paper here and this piece of Whisper White. And I've got my Pretty Peacock ink pad. This is my favorite of the new in colors. And I'm going to bring in the little stem image here. I'm just going to ink this up in the Pretty Peacock, stamp it off, and then I am going to stamp this right about here should be good. Okay, ink it up again, stamp it off, and then I want to crisscross the bottom of the stems just a little bit. And let's see, that's too angled. I'll stamp it right here, I guess. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And actually, I still need that pretty peacock out, so I've got a piece of purple posy cardstock, and on this piece I am going to stamp, here it is, the word friend. So I'll just ink that up. And I find that when you're stamping on a colored piece of cardstock, you want to press and hold just a little bit longer than you would if you were stamping on Whisper White, because it just takes a second for the ink to absorb into the colored cardstock. So I'm just going to hold it a second. There we go, beautiful. And then in your kit there is some Whisper Whites that I have included, a couple of pieces here, and we're going to do some stamping on that Whisper White for each of the projects. That's where we'll be stamping our daisies and punching them out. So I'm going to bring that in. And then I've got my Rococo Rose. Ooh, there we go. New ink pads, so they're a little tough to open. And I'm going to stamp 4 of these little Rococo Rose daisies. I just want to make sure that my stamp is clean. It is. So I'm just going to stamp 4 of these. So 1. Isn't this color pretty? 2, 3, and 1 more. And I've got that medium daisy punch. I am just going to line up my stamped image inside of the punch, and there we go. I'm going to punch all 4 of these out. Then I've got my glue dots here. I'm just going to put 1 glue dot on the back of 2 of these, and then I will take these daisies and just overlap them and fill in the gap to make a little layered daisy. Isn't that cute? And there you have these 2 sweet little daisies. Love it. And I'll just pop a dimensional onto the back of each of these, and we will set these to the side, and let's start building up the rest of the card. So I have got some of the Seaside Spray cardstock here. This is just a standard sized card, so I'm just going to fold this over, give it a nice crease. There we go. Then I will take my piece of Whisper White, and I am going to adhere it on top of this piece of that Woven Threads designer paper, but I'm going to put it at a slight angle, so just like that. Just bring in my snail. There's some sort of something in my snail. There we go. And then just put this on at a little angle. I think that should do. Then I will put snail on the back of here. Okay. And I am going to angle this towards the left on my card front. So right about there, that should be good. Then I can go ahead and let's just pop up these 2 little daisies. I'll just put this one up towards the top, and then I want this one to sit a bit lower, so that should be good. Then I've got my banner triple punch here. I'm just going to banner the end of my purple posy sentiment here. You could also just snip and banner the ends using scissors. I just did that just to make it quick. Then a little bit of Terran tape onto the back, peel off the backing, and I am going to lay down my sentiment right on top. Actually, let me do it over here. Put this at an angle. I'm doing a lot of angling on this one. And I am going to lay my sentiment. I want my sentiment to be straight, but I want that ribbon angled. So maybe like that. Yep, I think that looks good. So I'll just press that into the tear and tape, and then I will add some dimensionals onto the back of this. Okay, and then let me just put this down right about there. Looks good. Then I'm just going to trim down my ends a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then in the kit, there's a little bag of some of those in color faceted dots, and I am going to add the Seaside spray onto the center here of each of my daisies. Okay, and then you can just kind of fluff up, raise up your petals a little bit, add a little more dimension. And there you have it, card number 1 complete. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. Okay, let's work on the next card. So I have die cut this piece of Whisper White using the stitched nested dies. I love these dies. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp my sentiment on here. So I've got my terracotta tile. This is a really great kind of rusty orange, I guess. So I'm just going to, I don't know, it's kind of a reddish orange. Maybe not rusty, but reddish orange. I like it. I'm just gonna ink that up. The best moments in my life happen with you. And I'll just center that up down here at the bottom. Looks good. Then I will bring back my scrap piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp my medium daisy image twice using Seaside spray. I don't quite know how to describe this blue, but I like it. Okay, and then we'll just punch these two out with that medium daisy punch. Let's see. There we go. Then I'm just going to put a couple of glue dots on the back of one of these daisies. And then we will again offset these together just like that. And a dimensional on the back. So let's start putting together the rest of this card. So I have got a piece of purple posy cardstock. And I'm just going to give that a nice crease. Then I've got another piece of that Woven Threads designer paper, and then a piece of terracotta tile cardstock. I'm just going to adhere these two together. Then I have this piece of burlap ribbon, which I am going to wrap around, I think right here. Let me just make sure that's where I want it. Yeah, I guess that's about where I want it. And I'm gonna stick it down with a couple pieces of tear and tape, just because this definitely, snail won't stick this down. That's not gonna be strong enough. So let me make sure again that that's where I want it. Yeah, I think that looks good. So right about there, just flip it over and then just stick your tear and tape right over the back. And that'll just hold that down in place. And I'll add my snail. And then I will also take these, take these backings off as well. to help this part stick down really, really well to the front of our card. Okay, and then I've just got some dimensionals on the back of my nested die cut, and let me just put this where I want it. I'm trying to line it up in these little diamonds on the designer paper. I'm just using that kind of as my guide. Yep, I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll take and put our little daisy on here as well. Put this right about there. Then I'm going to put a terracotta tile faceted dot in the center. There we go. And there is card number 2. And again, you can just lift up some of those petals and fluff that up, add some more dimension to it. Really, really cute. Love this. Okay, let's go on to card number 3. So I am going to bring in this piece of Whisper White here. Got some scratch paper, and I'm going to bring in Pretty Peacock and terracotta tiles. So on this piece of Whisper White, I am going to stamp this leaf image, ink that up in Pretty Peacock. I'm going to stamp it off, and I am going to just put that right there, going off to the left. Then I'm going to bring in the sentiment, "It's your time to shine," and I'm going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock as well. I have to scoot this down though so I can see it. Don't want to get my head in there though. Put that in the center towards the bottom. Okay, got it. Then I can move this to the side and bring back my piece of Whisper White here, and I am going to stamp 2 of these medium daisies. So there's one in the terracotta tile. Get my other piece of Whisper White, and there's another, and I think I may have stamped that. Oh no, that's good. I thought I stamped it too close to the bottom, but I'm good. And punch both of these out now. Okay, so now we can start putting this card together. So for the card base, I've got a piece of Rococo Rose, and I will just crease that. Then another piece, and it's a little bit long, so you can just trim this down. It'll be the right size in your kit, but it looks like for my sample kit I left it too long, so I'll cut this down. But this is another piece of designer paper from that Woven Threads designer series paper. So I'm just gonna add some snail and put this across the center. Then you've got some of this beautiful Pretty Peacock scalloped ribbon. I love this in color ribbon. So I'm going to bring in some tear and tape, and I'm just going to put a few pieces, just a few short pieces here. Press down really well, and then peel your backings off. There we go. Gosh, I just love this ribbon. And I'm gonna put this towards the bottom of that designer paper and cut off the extra. And then I'm gonna flip over both pieces of my Whisper White here, and I am going to add dimensionals to the back of both of these pieces. Okay, so I'll take my scalloped Whisper White, which I die cut using the layering square dies. I'm just going to put this off to the left, right about there. Then I'll put this one on top in the center. Then we will overlap these two, offset them like so, dimensional on the back, and we will pop this. I'm going to put it right about there. And I am going to add a pretty peacock faceted dot to the center. Pick that little guy up. Put that right in the center. And there you have it. Card number 3. So pretty. These colors are so fun together, you guys. The catalog does not do these in colors justice. So pretty. I love it. Okay, let's do our last project, our cute little pizza box. So I have got a piece of Whisper White. I die cut this using the Stitched Shapes dies. We're going to stamp on here first. And I've got Rococo Rose and Pretty Peacock. I am going to start by stamping my sentiment, which says smile. I'm going to stamp that in the Rococo Rose. Isn't that fun to say Rococo Rose? I'll just put this bottom center. Looks good. And then I've got the medium daisy here. Oh, somehow I got Pretty Peacock ink. There we go. I'm going to ink this up and stamp it directly onto my square. Then I will bring in my little extra piece of Whisper White from the kit and stamp it on here as well. Then punch this little one out. Let me line that up. Okay. Now let's start putting together this box. So the pizza boxes are super simple to put together. All you have to do is you want to fold really well on all of the score lines. Everything is pre-scored for you. Love these boxes, and they are food safe. So if you wanted to put an unpackaged food item like a cookie or something in here, you totally can, because they are food safe. Okay. Fold on all of those score lines. I think I got, yep, okay, I got them all. Then you want to tuck these in to make your little square shape. Then fold this up, wrap it around, and you'll hear the little tabs lock into place. Then pinch in the top, bring it over and down. There you go. Pizza box ready. Okay, so that's good to go. So now let's start putting these pieces together. So I've got a piece of purple posy cardstock, and I'm just going to center it up on top of this piece of Pretty Peacock. Put them together, and then I'll adhere my Pretty Peacock to the lid of my pizza box. All right, then you've got some of the Rococo Rose scalloped ribbon. I just love this ribbon, you guys. I'm gonna flip this over and add just a little bit of tear and tape across the center of this ribbon, and then peel off the backing, and then I'm going to add it across the center of my designer paper piece here, but I'm going to have it kind of at an angle. I'm keeping my little angle theme going here. And then we will adhere this piece of designer paper across the center of the box. Let's see. Or lower center. So right about there I think looks good. And then dimensionals on the back of this. Okay, so I've got my dimensionals on the back, and then I'm just going to center this up. Oh, right about there should be good. And I'm going to pop a mini dimensional onto the back of my daisy here. I think a regular one would fit too, but I'm just going to put a mini on there. And then offset it in the center of our daisy that's on our box. Then I'm gonna add this purple posy faceted dot to the center, and I just want to angle my ribbon ends a little bit. There we go. And then let me come in and do this one. Okay, just like that. I think that looks cute. Okay, and there you have it, a quick and cute little gift box. Okay, so here it is, you guys. Here is my free Daisy Lane card kit when you place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. So this kit is available for all orders placed July the 16th through July the 31st, 2019. You'll receive this as a free gift from me. So thank you so much. I hope that you guys love this kit. I'd love to know what you think. So leave me a comment down below, and don't forget, right now when you spend $50, you will not only earn this kit as a free gift from me, but you'll also receive a $5 bonus days coupon in your email from Stampin' Up! That you can redeem next month when you place your next order in my online store. So don't forget about that. Be sure to use the host code when you place your order. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be back again with another tutorial for you very soon. Bye now.